Hello and welcome. I am Fields and Skylines, and we are playing White Farm. It is September. We moved up to September. Why did we stop in September? Because we have a sorghum field to harvest, and I thought for this episode we'd harvest this field, and then we would jump into October and harvest all of our October fields, and basically then have a wrap-up episode after that, or maybe depending on the time, we could wrap up on this episode. Might be the last one. We might have one more. Hard to say. Am I going to squeeze through here? No. Alright, so we're going to have to go over the garden. I'm okay with that. So, wow. This is a big header. Did not think this through. How am I going to get to this field? Alright. New plan. We will have to put this down, move the corn header, and then pick this back up. So, fold, detach. So yeah, so this is not how I was expecting this episode to start, but welcome back. So in the last few months, basically, I've just taken care of all the animals, feeding them, and then making sure eggs and milk got sold. Sold all the fertilizer, herbicide, and liquid fertilizer again, since we aren't going to be needing it. We'll be making more though, because we have a lot of fert and slurry we have to deal with. We've had some baby pigs. We have more baby pigs coming. Let's take a look. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. We are up to 100 pigs. So close to being able to sell pigs at like month 25. So that's 4 months from now. I don't think we'll be playing 4 months from now, but maybe we will. We'll see. That might be when we do our major sell-offs and wrap-up. So, but yeah, so we got a bunch of pigs. We have more pigs coming. Maintaining our 90 cows and our 720 chicken. And now we should be able to take care of the sorghum field. It shouldn't be that big of a field to do. Let's do that. Let's see if we can now get on our field and take care of it. Unfortunately, though, we are facing the wrong way. But it will be what it is. We can fix that. Alright, so turn on, lower, and let's just start getting our sorghum. Now, I don't know. I know we can't do straw and sorghum. Yep. So I don't know when the best times to sell our grains are. Because we aren't obviously going to be able to sell them at peak time. So we'll have to check the prices and see when's the best time to sell them between now and January. So I'll probably maybe go to January, December, January. So let me just get cutting the right way here. And there we are. So we'll get a little ahead here. Yeah, so this month we just have this field. And then next month we have the soybeans, the corn, and the sunflowers to do. Should be exciting. Our last harvests on White Farm. I know usually we release Court Farm on this time slot, but I really want to just get White Farm wrapped up and moved on from it. I've enjoyed playing this a lot, but you know, stretching it out 2 more weeks, let's just get it done. We're so close. And then Port Farm is going to be similar. Silver Run, we're pretty close too. We just have a little bit more to do. And then our next series is a big one. It'll take us at least through the release of 25. So that is exciting. Exciting. And again, I apologize for not having a Silver Run come out this week. I was just at the end of recording when everything crashed. I really need to do better at saving because I really didn't have anything saved. And to be able to get everything played through to where I was in the video exactly the same would be really, really difficult. Really, really difficult. In fact, it is time to save. So you'll see me periodically come in and save, which I think this is kind of annoying to have in videos, which is why I don't auto-save. But until I get better at saving during jump cuts, you're gonna see that, I guess. So I think I want to go right to there and just kind of clean this little edge up and just make it easy on myself so I don't have too weird a pattern. But yeah, with this new header, it doesn't take long to fill up the harvester, and it really does not take long to harvest some of these smaller fields, which is super nice. But yeah, we don't have much left to do. I haven't done any grass cutting or anything like that because we really don't need it. We have plenty of hay and silage to get us through the rest of the year. I'll have to shred some at some point probably, but you know, we might just sell everything off just so I don't have to deal with it, but I don't mind. So we are cruising around here. So like I was saying, I was almost completely done recording. Basically, I was doing one last thing, and then we were gonna wrap it up. In fact, that was in the middle of a jump cut to finish it off and then wrap up. And it just crashed on me, and I was so upset. It was frustrating, to say the least. So next week we will record it again. Hopefully there'll be room here for we'll record that same episode. We'll probably do it very close to how it was, but I'm sure there'll be some differences with it. So I am going to haul today. Excuse me, the Vulture. Oh, and let me show you, by the way, what came up with in the used vehicle. Look at this. Big old tractor in the used vehicle. Thing is a monster. Could have used this, huh? A little sooner. But what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? So yeah, so we'll use the Vulture today to haul. Head right out and take care of the animals. And with that, I think what we're gonna do is kick off a jump cut, or not a jump cut, I'm sorry, a time lapse of getting this done, and then we'll probably move forward into the next month. So I'll see you all shortly. And we are now in October. We're going to do the new field first, since this is the special one, since we haven't harvested this field yet. So this will get the majority of our time. And I think there'll be some jump cuts, there'll be some time lapses, but first, let's get this kind of going, and we can talk about sorghum. Oh yeah, yes, I did take care of all the animals this month already. Soybeans we can't get straw from. And I know I'm starting at a weird spot, but I didn't feel like trying to figure out how to get this big header everywhere we needed it to be, so I just thought this is the right spot to start. So this is the first time we're harvesting this field. It looks green, which is good. It's a good sign. We did take pretty good care of it, and it's soybeans, so it's not too difficult. They don't take a lot of work. But yeah, let's talk sorghum. We harvested that field. It came in at 97. This one's coming in at 99 so far. That is really good. So 97 is really good. And we ended up with 31,823 liters, which we will be selling January. Sunflowers, since we're not going to be playing in February and there's a big price drop, we will be selling sunflowers straight away this month. And then soybeans, yeah, they're just going to get sold as well. And corn will sell in December or January, something like that. So yeah, so I think that is our selling plan. Not that it really matters how much money we get from this. I didn't even look what is for used. Nice little harrow. Small trailer. Interesting. All right, so we have currently almost 1.9 million in the bank, which is pretty amazing, pretty good. Although on this map, our goal never was to be, it was the money, it was the expansion, right? We wanted to get the land around the farm, we wanted to expand the dairy. And that's what we did, and that's why we're coming to an end here. So, as we get this harvest done, I think that will be this episode, will be the harvesting, and then we'll just do like one more episode. Kind of just to do the selling and the wrap up, and hey, do you remember this, or remember when this happened, stuff like that. So let me know down in the comments some of your favorite memories of this playthrough. If it's my follies in driving, or purchasing equipment that can't do what I thought it could do, from our expansion and how we expanded to how we ended up, whatever, even about how good this map is. Whatever you want to do in the comments, please comment down below and let me know what you liked about this playthrough so I can continue doing similar. Also, let me know where I can improve so that I can create better content for people. Yeah, so this field's pretty big. It'll take a little bit of time, but we have that big header, which will definitely help knock it out. I was thinking about renting another harvester and having a couple go, with a worker on, like, say, the sunflowers or the corn, but I think it'll be okay. I'm not much, we can time lapse, jump cut. It'll be all right. Man, this has been going. Let's see, we've been doing White Farm for almost a year. Can you believe that? About one episode a week. We did a couple weeks where we did a couple episodes, but yeah, it's almost been a year since we started off White Farm. What a long time to play, but I enjoyed it. I do enjoy this map, and I know, some content guys get way more videos out than I do, and at some point maybe I will be able to get more videos out. But right now, 3 a week is about what I can do. I would love to be able to have more time to do more videos, but I have a lot of other important things that I like to do, like spend time with my family, my children, and they always come first. So 3 videos a week is what we're gonna get. When FS22 comes out, schedule will still kind of remain the same. It's just the question will be, what will that first series on the FS22 be? I haven't really thought a whole lot about it because there's going to be 3 maps. There's the New American map, Riverbed. There's the Asian map that they really haven't talked anything about yet, which might be an interesting playthrough. And then there's the 3rd map, which is like the map that we got in the last expansion, with all the crop, carrots, parsnips, and whatnot. So I don't know. I think Riverbend looks really fun. I think the Asian maps sound pretty interesting. All 3 maps. So I don't know. I'll probably take some time to figure it out. I'm also curious, like, how fast will modders get maps out? How fast will modders get tractors, other things out? Some more questions. I don't know. Like, I wasn't around for the beginning of FS22. Like, I kind of found it a little bit later, 6 to 8 months after it came out, and so there's already was a large modded community. So yeah, I am curious what that process will be like and how quickly the modders will get there. And I'm also curious, like, how long will FS22 still get mods and people still play FS22. I know I'll be playing FS22 and FS25 for a while, playing both. So as we are almost full. So yeah, I think pipe up. Let's go ahead and run this long sprint down this huge field. Yeah, so the next series, people that I know, since people are quiet in the comments, have been asking me like what the next series is all about, and stuff like that. And I'm just gonna say it's gonna be it's a mix. Like, there's gonna be a lot of farming, there's gonna be a lot of contracts, there's gonna be a lot of productions, there'll be some logging. So there's gonna be a little bit of everything. But so if you like the logging stuff, there'll be that. If you like the farming side of things, there'll be that. As far as realism goes, I think there'll be some realism rules, but not a whole lot. The realism rules are basically just like what we do on this farm. The milk has to be sold daily, eggs daily, or like what we do on court, cheese every couple months, butter every couple months, non-perishables, peak time type of rules. And also, like, equipment has to be kind of reasonable, meaning like the Colossus harvester that can go 100 miles an hour and harvest and hold like an entire maps worth of crop in one go. Probably not allowed, but like, you know, regular old harvesters, yeah. Although if we do get into like potatoes, root crops, we will go with those, I don't remember what they're called, but like the blue harvesters. I wonder if there's any in the contracts right now. Nope. I know on a couple maps we've used them. They go really good. They have nice big hauling carts. So yeah, so that's kind of what the gameplay will be about. I'll share a lot more on the first episode, and in the playlist details once we get that first episode. When will that be? It'll film in the slot of whichever series gets done first, so it'll probably be on a White Farm slot here in a couple weeks, since I think this video and one more video will wrap up White Farm. And then as like we finish up Port Farm and Silver Run, we'll do more just of the one series. And we'll just have the one series for a while. Let's go ahead and get a couple headlands. I think what we're gonna do though is kick off a time lapse and some jump cuts. I'm probably gonna do the whole harvest in time lapse jump cuts. And then when we're all done, do a recap of what was all done. And talk about when we will be on the farm again. So I'll see you all soon. So this is the last soybeans. First load, you saw a sell off for, I think it was around 35,000. Probably another 10,000 here. Um, it's not too bad of a yield off of that field. We probably would have had one whole cart here if I didn't leave early, but I wanted to do a quick jump cut just to get that field finished up and onto our sunflowers. So there's another 11,700, 85, and then 15 more environmental score, which is excellent. Like I said, all the crops we're harvesting today, we're selling today. So I'll just leave sorghum. So I think I might just even sell the sorghum today. And this may then become the last video, and this will be the wrap up as well. So as we do this last few harvests, we'll probably have to try to reminisce about some of the good times on the farm. I remember the first episode when we started the farm, we sold off a lot of equipment and then bought the equipment that was nice for us to make our life a little easier. I remember thinking, this is going to be a breeze. You know, I've played this game for a while and I had some equipment that I never used before. Thought it was something that it wasn't. And yeah, I remember we had a potato field that needed harvesting. In one of the episodes, and I rented to make it worthwhile. Like, well, I'll do a bunch of potato contracts and I'll lease out the big potato harvester. And I ended up playing for a 1 hour video. I think I ended up playing for 6 or 7 hours just to do all that potato harvesting. I'm like, never again. Never again. But then we got that blue harvester that one time. It made things so much quicker. So it became maybe. What else? Some of the things, growing pains, just getting enough resources so we could have cows. Building up our cows to get full, saving up the money, taking out that loan to expand the farm, flipping fields to turn into grass, just to then turn back into crop fields, building up that second cow pen and sheep and chicken pen to where we are today. You know, the troubles we've had with precision farming when it came to spreading manure, spreading slurry, how it really wasn't getting the fields well done, and trying to find a solution for that. Upgrading equipment, adding tractors, getting the money to be able to do that. I mean, through this playthrough, we really started limited, with lower end, smaller equipment, smaller amounts of fields, and built it up into a pretty respectable farm. We're to play on. We have almost $2 million that we could spend on upgrading a harvester, buying another couple fields, combining them, maybe even expanding the cows and chickens some more. All things we could do with, the money. Keep going. But we've hit the goals, and it is time. It's time. So, let me know down in the comments some of your favorite parts of this series. The followings. Think of all the followings. all the tractor tip overs and all the wrong equipment. It just didn't work, or didn't work the way I thought it would. Yeah, all the good times. Had a lot of fun. I hope you viewers out there have enjoyed it as well. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a jump cut or time lapse here. I'm going to do a quick time lapse of this field, some of this field, jump cut into some of the corn, and then do a final sell off of sorghum and everything, and maybe wrap this one up here today. Man, what a long time coming. I don't know, is this what, episode like 54, 55? I don't remember. Wow. But yeah, so I'm going to kick off a time lapse here. And then we'll come back for a final wrap up once these two fields are done. So the last harvest is done. The last of the corn to be sold. We still have to sell our sorghum. And then I guess that'll be a wrap on White Farm. Let's see what we end up with here. So we are over 2 million. That was worth 19,000 with another 2,000 environmental score. You know, if we would have sold it in June, it would have been even more, but it's all right. It's not about the money right now. It's about wrapping up the series. We'll get our sorghum sold, and then we'll look at some statistics and we'll call it, I think. Wow, what a playthrough. What a playthrough. What a map. White Farm. It was a fun time. Thanks, everyone, for joining and watching, enjoying the content. If you're gonna miss White Farm, check out some of my other series, and also watch for that next series. Maybe it'll be the next thing after this episode, or it'll be end of next week. I don't know. Um, I just don't know when we'll kick it off. I'm looking for sorghum. There it is. Um, it'll be fun, I promise you. So check it out when it comes. We are taking the sorghum to the old wholesale. Of course, the furthest one away. Actually, we'll just take it to the old American grain mill. Not that big of a difference, and it's closer. So what have we all done on this farm? We've sold jam, we've made jam, um, expanded, built extra cow pens, took care of cows and chickens and pigs. Didn't get to sell any pigs, but I think we learned that unless you're feeding them with crops that you grow, or you use that one feed mod where you get so much for so little, they can be profitable. Um, we learned how to care for our fields and keep our precision score up. Planting in, even if the grass is already a grass field, probably have to replant it to get that precision score above, 70s. And we learned that potatoes aren't fun, but we'll get the last of this harvest sold. And we'll take a look at some statistics. All right, 19,386 and another 2,600 for that environmental score. Not too bad. And it didn't take all the sorghum, so we have to take the rest of it up to wholesale. That is the problem sometimes. Hmm. So hold that statistic slot. We don't have a whole lot left here to sell. I will miss the map. It is a fun map. I recommend it if you're looking for a American map that isn't like super huge, crazy fields. Um, this is a great map. A lot of fun. I only wish that the strawberry jam would work on auto load. If I was a PC player, I'm sure I could figure out how to update some scripts to make that work. But unfortunately, on console, we can't do that. So there's another 6,300 and another 867. So let's go ahead and take a look at our wrap up our financials. So in October, we did some cattle flipping or cow flipping. Um, we sold milk, sold egg. I'm guessing the sold products is our harvests, although that doesn't quite seem like enough, but it must be. And there's our environmental score there, 25,000. So that's not too bad. Our cows are healthy. Our productions are running. Um, we can continue to run them out. But this is the one I want to look at. So if we look at total, um, like in total, if we look at harvested acres for the whole game, 159.44. Uh, Worked time, 28 hours. We sprayed for 12. That must be minutes, hours, 12 hours, minutes. I don't know. Driving distance, over 1,000 miles of driving we did on this map. We used over 9,000 liters of fuel. Look at the fertilizer usage, 431,235 liters of fertilizer we used. We produced 262 bales, completed 34 missions, and we played for 177 hours. 6 game years. Wow. With that, I think I'm going to say goodbye to White Farm. I want to thank everyone for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed the series, give it a thumbs up. Think about subscribing if you're not a subscriber so you can see the rest of my other content. Stay tuned for a new series kicking off along with the finishing of Court and Silver Run. Check those out if you haven't. My name is Fields and Skylines. Comment down below on what you like and didn't like about this playthrough. And until next time, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.